Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Commencal Tempo. All Commencal bikes, including this Tempo, are available through Rise Components online at their online store called risecomponents.com, so go check them out. I'll be starting off with some basic geometry. So seat tube angle is 76.6 degrees and head tube angle is 65.5 degrees. All the other specs will be on screen right now. Currently ride a size small, so this bike is pretty conservative with all its geometry and reaches. It fits quite in the middle of most modern bikes. So this is a custom build, not from the website. So I just bought the frame from Rise Components and then spec'd it up. So I've got Park Ultimates on the front with 140mm travel, Super Deluxe on the rear with 125mm travel, custom i9 wheels and hub. Same on the rear. For the cockpit, I've got Syncross, one-piece bar and stem, Bergtech grips, Trickstuff maximum brakes, Cane Creek E-wing titanium cranks, Crank Brother Enduro pedals, Garbrook chainring and cassette, XO1 axis, derailleur, Continental front and rear tyres, vertical dropper post, speed needle saddle, and some STFU chain guides. The main question that everyone asks is how well does this bike perform on the trails? I can confidently say it's been one of the most fun trail bikes I've ever ridden. The first thing you notice about the Tempo is how fast and responsive it feels. It accelerates quickly and carries speed really well and just feels lively underneath you. The geometry and the suspension make it incredibly efficient on the trail, but what really surprised me is how capable it was when things got steep. For a trail bike with this amount of travel, it performs unbelievably well on downhill tracks. I've actually raced this bike at national downhill rounds and state downhill races, which says a lot about how capable it is when trails get rough and steep. I've ridden this bike everywhere, from trails here in Adelaide to Victoria, down in Medina, and even across in Europe, like places like France and Italy. No matter where I've taken it, the bike just feels at home going fast. What really makes the Tempo special though is how much it encourages you to ride aggressively. It's one of those bikes that almost pushes you to ride harder. You end up jumping off every rock, hitting every little lip on the trail and carrying speed through sections where most trail bikes would start to feel overwhelmed. It's playful, it's fast, and it makes every trail feel like a downhill run. If you're looking for a trail bike that climbs well but absolutely comes alive when you start pushing the pace, the Commencal Tempo is definitely the one you're worth looking at. So, who is this bike for? I think this bike is for pretty much anyone who wants to have a really good time on their bike. It performs, I would give it 3 stars out of all the trail bikes I know for climbing. It climbs averagely, like nothing, it's not bad, it's not great. Descending, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars for trail bikes. And then, yeah, I would say it's probably for everyone who wants to have a really good time on their bike, but also who wants to push their limits on a trail bike. If you want to have a different experience to a downhill enduro bike or XC bike, this is such a good bike to have. You can ride the exact same trail that you do on an enduro bike and feel like 1,000 times better on this bike. That's my personal opinion. So I think it's, especially for people here in Adelaide, someone who rides belair or Fox or even races downhill, I think this bike is fine. Yeah, I'd highly recommend it.